Hey guys, I am in Staten Island. I went food shopping. This is where I go food shopping. So you guys are coming back home with me. So it has been a rainy day the entire day today. Which I love these type of days if I'm staying my ass home. If I am going out and about like today where I have to run errands and stuff like that, it's not fun whatsoever. So yeah, there's that. So this is what Staten Island looks like. I am on Victory Boulevard. No, Richmond Avenue, my bad. Richmond Avenue, and yeah, this is where like the mall is. The mall is a little further back from where I am, but this is where the action happened, I guess. This is where the main stuff happens here. There's this, and then where the beach is. That's like where all the main stuff happens. So I will suggest you guys stay with me because I will be going over the Verrazano. So the Verrazano has, like, when I was coming over, I was so mad that I didn't record it. It was such an eerie sight. You just see the kind of the roll ahead. You don't see anything around you just because the fog has enveloped the entire bridge. So not as you get closer to it, you can actually see the bridge, but from the distance you don't see it. You only see the towers. So it's pretty cool. So hopefully you guys stay for that part. It's gonna be a short drive, not that long. And I know a lot of people kind of talk shit about Staten Island, how it's not even part of New York City. And it does feel sometimes that they're more part of New Jersey than Staten Island, than New York. But I still love Staten Island. I have like a special place in my heart for every single place. Just get out of this lane because I am not starting. So here in Staten Island, you have to drive like places. I mean, there's one train, there's a lot of buses everywhere. So if you did move to Staten Island, you will probably want to be close to the ferry just so you can get into Manhattan very no problems. And then there is kind of the lower parts of Staten Island, and they do feel more Jersey-like than New York-like. The very top of Staten Island feels more city-ish, and then kind of the bottom feels more suburban-ish, if that makes sense. It's kind of almost like if Brooklyn and New Jersey had a baby, that would be Staten Island. We're just making our way back to the highway. And you know, like, just the housing in New York City has become very, very expensive. Even here in Staten Island, where it used to be pretty cheap to buy, it's gotten expensive as well. So it's kind of hard to find the right place for you in New York City. If you are a first-time home buyer in New York City and you want to buy instead of renting, I would definitely suggest co-ops. Co-ops are definitely cheaper. The condos, the apartments are bigger just because the buildings are built like pre-war eras, and you'll have more storage space. With newer kind of buildings, the apartments are a lot smaller and less storage. So just keep that in mind if you're moving here. And try not to live in Manhattan. Manhattan is where you're gonna have the least amount of space. Unless you're like moving to Washington Heights or somewhere up there, Harlem, in that area kind of, that is where you will find like the bigger buildings and the better areas for cheaper. But if you're going to be in like downtown area, you're gonna be paying for a closet. Just a small tiny closet. Gas here is $3.59, just to kind of give you a reference of where the gas is in New York. I know there's like other states that have like more expensive gas than we do, so just to keep in mind. As you can see, this is like very suburby. There's a lot of beautiful parks in Staten Island as well. If you ever do visit Staten Island, you want to kind of do something touristy, definitely Snug Harbor. That's one of my favorite places in Staten Island. It's literally Snug Harbor. Snug Harbor. It's a few museums, there's gardens, there's an Asian garden. They do like lanterns during the New Year, Chinese New Year's, and then they also do like Christmas lights during the Christmas month. So it's a really beautiful place. You can definitely get a lot of history out of it. So definitely, that's a place I would definitely recommend in Staten Island. And then I do know that they put like an outlet mall near the ferry, so if you ever do take the ferry, you can get off now and actually do some shopping if you want to. So you can buy yourself some stuff if you wanted to. I don't think they started on the Ferris wheel that's supposed to go around there, so hopefully they'll start on that soon. Let's see. We're still in Staten Island. We're just about to get into the highway. And then like this fog kind of just comes out of nowhere, and it's like over the harbor is always like even worse. So you'll see as I get closer to Staten Island, I'm sorry, to Brooklyn, you'll see like the difference. So usually from here, on a clear day, you'll be able to see the bridge in the distance, and you'll be able to see all the rolling hills of Staten Island. You can't see shit right now just because of the weather. Like, I don't know, it's definitely like this fog that's always coming in New York. And it's like some cool, creepy shit that always happens here. It happens more often than it should. Sometimes it will just be like a fog in the morning, and the sun comes out and it clears it all up, and it's so cool. But usually when we have rainy days like this, there's always a fog. The other thing about New York City is that when you're driving and it's raining, oh my god, people drive so slow. I don't know if you can see it in the distance. You'll see like all these hills kind of in the distance, and on a clear day you usually see this, like you'll see all of it, and even the bridge in the distance. So as we get closer, then the bridge will kind of come into view. Just saw somebody splash fucking water like crazy over there. So let's see what's going on. All these hills. Joining. I'm still in Staten Island. We are making our way over to the bridge, the Verrazano Bridge. And obviously you can't see it because of the fog. On a clear day you'll be able to see it, everything. The entire bridge, right? You can't even see the bridge. And it's kind of creepy at times because you feel like you're driving onto nothing. Just because you can't see what the hell is there or what you're supposed to be driving to. So it does get creepy at times. I'm not gonna lie. I want to shout out to all the top fans. Thank you for being with me. I think we have this page now for, I want to say 6 years, 6 or 7 years, one or the other. One of those, 6 or 7 years, yes. So thank you for being here this whole time, if you have been with us this whole time. So thank you for the support. Little bits of the bridge, the towers of the bridge. Isn't that just crazy? And you cannot see, on a clear day you can see all of Brooklyn. You can see Staten Island on this side, you can see all of Brooklyn, you can see all of Manhattan, you can see of Jersey. It's like you can see everything. And now it's like I can't even see the next tower. That's how bad the fog is. And it's like, it's so creepy because you're like, you feel like you're just driving on a cloud. If it makes sense. somewhat the second tower. You can't really see it. Isn't that just fucking cool? That is like the coolest thing ever. You can just see the lights on the right. That's like the Bell Parkway, and you only see the lights of the highway from the cars, and that's it. Like you can't see nothing else, and it's so crazy. So as we're getting closer to Brooklyn now, you can see like a few things, but on a clear day you can see everything. So you can go back to a few of my videos of the Verrazano. You'll see the difference. Very, very big difference. So that was it. Just wanted to show you guys that cool ass kind of fog, I guess. It happens a lot here, but it's like I never recorded for some reason. But thank you for joining me. We're back in Brooklyn. Enjoy your Saturday or Saturday night or morning, Sunday morning, I guess. But thank you.